Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat basketball channel. We're 1 week away exactly from the 2022-23 NBA trade deadline, and there is not a clear indication of which teams are going to make some big and ambitious moves. And so there has been a new rumor. There has been rumors about this player consistently for the past few months, but there is a rumor that Zach Lavine might be traded from the Chicago Bulls, and that there are 4 teams that are likely suitors if the Bulls star is traded by the deadline. So those 4 teams are the Los Angeles Lakers, the Knicks, the Mavericks, and of course the Miami Heat are all expected to approach Zach Lavine if the Chicago Bulls decide to trade the All-Star guard before the February 9th deadline. So this is all according to Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports, who reported the 4 playoff contenders have consistently been mentioned by league personnel as holding motivations to land Zach Lavine. So Lavine signed a 5-year, $215 million contract this last offseason, and I guess people are saying he's struggling to live up to those expectations, which I think is just kind of ridiculous, because I think it's more of a Chicago Bulls team issue versus just a Lavine problem. He's averaging 23.7 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, and 4.2 assists per game this season. And those are solid numbers, obviously, for Zach Lavine. He's averaging basically what he has been since he's joined the Chicago Bulls. So his numbers, yes, are slightly down, but yes, Lavine seems to have been slowed down by his 2 ACL injuries. Lavine is not going to be an All-Star this season. The last time he was an All-Star was 2020, and this is the second year in a row that his scoring average has dropped. So I don't think it's that big of a concern. Again, last year he averaged only 1 more point, so 24 points, 4.5 assists, 4.6 rebounds. So technically less rebounds, slightly higher assists, and like barely 1 point more. His best season was 2020 with the Bulls, where he averaged 27 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. So I think the concern, though, Fisher mentioned, is that there remains concern around the league regarding the status of Lavine's surgically repaired left knee. He previously suffered a torn ACL in the same knee in 2017 and underwent arthroscopic surgery last May before hitting unrestricted free agency. So the Bulls were comfortable at the time and enough to offer Lavine a max contract, even with those health concerns. But the issue is Chicago has been underwhelming this year as a team. They're 23-27 heading into this week's game, and so they might not even reach the play-in tournament if the season ended today. So this roster is stuck. I think they need to inject some new talent. They're not going to win with their 2 best players, which are DeMar DeRozan and Zach Lavine. So yeah, I think this could be a great fit for Miami. Miami's in desperate need of a scorer. We are dead last in the NBA in points per game, so I think the Heat should be highly motivated to inject that talent and adding a true third star to the Miami Heat. So in order for this to happen, the Heat will definitely have to give at minimum 2 first-round picks, possibly 3, based on what Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell received for those trades. But in order to make the salaries match, then the Miami Heat would need to include players like Kyle Lowry and Duncan Robinson, and then probably throw in some young pieces as well, like Nikola Jovic, the Miami Heat's rookie, and then maybe throw in like a Gabe Vincent, a Max Strus even, or another young up-and-coming potential big Omer Yurtseven. So the big question is, does Miami have enough assets to get a deal done like this? Maybe, but probably not. We'll see. Feels like a definite long shot that any deal for Lavine occurs. But if the Bulls want to rebuild and start from scratch and reset, then I think they need to trade not only Lavine, but also DeMar DeRozan. I think I'd rather take DeMar right now, just for the next couple seasons. I know he's 33 years old, but he seems to be a better overall player than Lavine right now. But Lavine is still 27. He is a star. He's a former All-Star. I would even throw Tyler Hero in that mix with Lowry and Duncan and picks to get Lavine. So I think Lavine, Jimmy, and Bam could be a pretty good trio. Not sure if it would work out 100%, but we need a capable scorer who's consistent, and he is definitely more consistent than a Tyler Hero. So I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on this possibility of acquiring Zach Lavine? Do you think it makes sense to add him to the Miami Heat, or do you think the Miami Heat should make a smaller move, trying to get like either a power forward or a backup center, or possibly a new point guard and get rid of Kyle Lowry and inject some youth into the backcourt? So I would be open to this trade. I just don't think it's going to happen. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about this possibility. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.